welcome to Virtual Crafts. In this video I'll explain how we can add call to action buttons in our website. Call to action buttons are a very important part of a website as they provide an easy navigation throughout the site and also help structuring the website by interconnecting many links, internal and external. We'll also see how we can make global buttons and theme buttons and style them according to our needs. So let's get started. I'll edit this page with Elementor. Okay, now I am on my Elementor editor. As the website is already created, there are many call to action buttons already created on the site, like this one. This is a very basic call to action button. Let me create another button. Let me add it here. In the left widget panel, you'll see this button widget here. You can search it from the search box. Drag it to the content area, and you'll see that we have a basic call to action button already created with no link and with no hover effects. It's a very simple button. Now as you can see, the theme of my website is dark, but the theme of this section is light. So let me change the background of this section. To do that, I'll have to go to Styles tab and then choose a background type. I'll choose it classic and then choose a color. Okay, now this section blends in with the rest of the site. Okay, let me show you some settings of the button. You can choose a button type out of these types. If I choose a warning button, it will change its color to orange, and for danger it will be turned to red. You can keep it to default and then change the colors in this styles tab. I'll show it later. From here you will change the text of your button. Let's say this button goes to the product page and I want it to say purchase the product. I'll write the text here. This is where you provide the link to the button. For the sake of this tutorial, let's say I give it a link to Wikipedia. Update the changes. I'll preview the site. And when I click this button, it will take me to Wikipedia. Coming back, here you can set the alignment of the button. If you want it to be justified or full width, you can do that, or just center it, or align it left or right. I'll keep it centered. You can choose its size from here. You can also set an icon with the button. Currently no icon is set. You can upload an SVG file or choose an icon from the icon library. Let's say this icon and click insert, and you'll see that this icon is now placed with the button. You can choose the position of the icon if you want the icon to be before the text or after the text, and also set an icon spacing from the text. So the button is now created. Let's go to the Styles tab. You can change the font of the text from here. Let's say I want it to be Times New Roman, and you'll see that the font is changed. To get back to the default setting, you can click this back to default button. For the styling, we have these options for both normal and hover state of the button. Let's say in the normal state, I want the color to be this one, and in the hover state, I can change the color to some other color. Let's say golden, and you'll see when we hover over the button, the color changes. You can choose a hover animation for the button. The first one is grow, and the button grows on hover. You can choose any of these according to your needs. So let me set it to grow for now. You can change the padding of the button from here according to you, or if you want non-uniform padding, I'll link the values by clicking this button, and now you can set non-uniform padding. Let's say I want the right and left to be 50 and the top and bottom to be 20. So you can customize it according to you. You can change the border radius from here, and now we have the round corners. So this is how you create a button. Now if you want the button to be transparent on hover, what you can do is under the hover tab, change the background color to the background of the section. Now change the border type from none to solid, and in the normal tab, change the border color to the color of the button background. Then go to hover again and change the border color to white. Now hover over it and you'll see that the button is now transparent. Now if you want this button to be global, click this hamburger menu, go to site settings, and here in the theme styles tab you have buttons. Click it and set your defaults from here. After that, whenever you will create the button in the editor, the colors and typography will be used that is set here as defaults. When you set the link, click this icon, link options, and you can choose if you want the link to be opened in a new window or the same window. If I check this option, update the changes, and then view the site, the link will now open in a new window. So this is how you create call to action buttons in Elementor. So that's all for the video. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon next to it to receive the notifications of every new video uploaded. Thank you and see you in the next video.